Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be checking out a really interesting flashlight that I was sent over for review purposes by a company called Quamkar, and I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. I'm not butchering their name. They reached out and asked if I would be interested in checking out their flashlights, and after seeing some of the promotional pictures and seeing the website, I decided to ask them to go ahead and send it over just because it looked a little bit different than what your typical flashlight looks like, but it was right up my alley, especially with EDC in mind. I think this flashlight fits that very nicely. Now, I was very surprised by the packaging and all the accessories that come with the light because I really wasn't expecting that. So it comes in this nice little case right here. It's a zippered case. That's really cool. I'm a sucker for packaging, and I think they did a really awesome job in the packaging. So when you open it up, inside you will find a couple different things. On the right side here, you do have an insert that the light sits inside of, and then on the other side right here, you do have this little pocket that has all the extra accessories. So speaking of accessories, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories first. First things first, it is a rechargeable light, and you do have a USB to USB-C charger, so that is really cool. I like the fact that it is USB-C because a lot of my stuff is transitioning into USB-C, so it makes it easier just to carry one cable to charge all my different devices, so they do include that. You also have a really interesting kind of carabiner keychain style attachment option here. It's nice and robust, which is really nice. It's almost the size of the light, though. That's the one thing that I was pretty surprised by it. But there is a reason for the size of it, because you do have a couple other uses. So the first thing is, obviously, that is a carabiner, so you're going to be able to attach the light or anything else onto it and then clip this onto a belt loop or a backpack strap or something like that. You can go ahead and do that. Now, on the bottom right here is the section where you will go ahead and attach either a split ring or another style of carabiner, which they do include something that you can use onto the carabiner right here. Then you have a section right here which is a bottle opener. So that is pretty interesting. They do include that there, so you can go ahead and open up your bottles. And then as I was checking it out, I didn't see anywhere else that they mentioned this, but I saw this little section in the back, and I saw a nail nick right there, and when I pried it open, like a little blade came out. Now, it is not very sharp, so I'm not exactly sure if it's supposed to be a blade to use for cutting or anything like that, or is it more for like scoring packages open or something like that. In that purpose, it would work very nicely. It's got a nice little angle to it, but again, it's not very sharp, but I guess you might be able to sharpen it up. So that's pretty cool, pretty nifty that they just included it right in the back section right there. So that caught me by surprise, but it was a great surprise. So they do include that carabiner. And then you have this little bag right here, which has a couple of different accessories. First thing is you're going to get two spare O-rings for the light, which is good. I do like when flashlight companies include extra accessories that you might need down the road. And so you have a red one there, and then you have this white one here. But besides that, you have three of these, and I want to call them carabiners because that's basically what they are, but they are round carabiners. And it's interesting that they included three, and it's three different sizes. So you have a small one, a medium one, and a large one here. I'll look at this medium one here, and this is a little, it's got a little gate right here like you would find in any other carabiner. And with the other carabiner here, you can go ahead and slide it on there, and now you can attach anything. You can attach the keys. Obviously, it's designed to attach the actual flashlight onto it, but I like the fact that they did include that, and not only did they include it, but they actually included three different sizes. Because again, if you want to attach the flashlight and maybe some keys or something else to it, then you might want to use this larger one. But if you don't want maybe just the flashlight and nothing else, then you can use a smaller one so it doesn't take up too much room, or it doesn't have it hanging down too low from here if you're going to go ahead and use it that way. Because again, you can attach the flashlight to either a carabiner or keychain or a myriad of other things. And then the last thing in the pocket here is a little instruction manual. It kind of sits very flush there, but you do have a little instruction manual here that you can read through and find out how to use the flashlight itself. So I'll put that back in there. Now this particular flashlight, it's just called the EDC Mini Flashlight, and I didn't really find a specific name for it, but it's available on their website. I'll leave a link to their website below in case you guys are interested in finding out any other information or picking one of these up, because I think it'll make a great addition for pretty much anybody's EDC, but especially with the holidays around the corner, I would definitely recommend it for a gift for somebody that's maybe getting into the EDC flashlight community or something like that. Because of all the extra accessories, it makes a perfect looking gift. So here is the flashlight itself using my little mat down here. It's coming in at about about 2 3/4 inches. So again, it's a smaller size flashlight. Here it is in my hand, but it's got nice weight to it. It feels really nice, but I just really liked the way that it looked. It looks completely different from a lot of other flashlights on there. Now, there is no pocket clip on this flashlight. That's the only thing that I almost wish that there would be some sort of way of attaching a pocket clip onto here, because again, yes, you can carry it using the carabiners. The hole right here is large enough to where if you wanted to maybe put a chain or something like that to wear it around your neck, or some paracord to have as a lanyard attachment point, or even as a fob, just to give you a little bit extra grip or something like that, you can do that. But sometimes folks just want to, throw it in a pocket and be on their way. But again, maybe in a different version or something like that further down the line, they might be able to add that feature. As far as the flashlight itself, again, it's got really nice aesthetics. I really like the way that they kind of contoured it all around. It's kind of wider at the bottom here, and then it tapers down towards the head there. You do have your nice reflector right in there. It's a smooth reflector, and then your LED all the way at the end there, and then it's flat at the top. Now, if you remove the tail cap here, you gain access to the charging portion right there. So that's where you're going to attach your USB-C cable to go ahead and charge it. You do have a little LED at the top there, which will indicate your charge status. And then you can go ahead and put the tail cap back on. Now, speaking of the tail cap here, I like that they actually thought a little bit more about it as well. Instead of just making it round to kind of follow that round aesthetic, they actually left it straight at the top there. So what that does is it gives you a little bit of a pseudo tool, something that you can use to maybe scrape like lottery tickets. You can actually use this to kind of pop open cans, or maybe like a paint can or something like that. It's got enough of depth to be able to do that. You can do a couple different things. It's wide enough so if you have a larger kind of flathead screw that you need to screw, you can actually use it for that purpose as well. So again, it's an extra tool that you have with you without sacrificing form or function or anything like that. All right, so taking a look at the light itself, here is your button that you're going to use to activate it. It is a rubberized button right there. It's a little bit raised, so you do get a tactile feel when you go to use it. And basically, you press it and it'll come on. It'll actually come on high mode. And the high output on this light, they're saying it's 1,000 lumens. Again, in this day and age, pretty much anything is, it's coming in at that amount of lumens. So 1,000 lumens out of this little light right here is pretty good, especially for EDC purposes and for you to carry around to do whatever it is that you need. Now, if you press the button again, it'll go to low, and this says as low as 200 lumens. So again, perfect for preserving battery life, but still respectable enough lumens coming out of it to be able to use it for pretty much everyday usage. And if you press one more time, you're actually going to go into strobe mode. So strobe warning, there is your strobe. Again, it's pretty consistent strobe, so if you're going to need it for like signaling somebody or something like that, that's going to be a great option for that. And then if you press it again, it'll actually turn off. So I like the fact that you don't get like a bunch of different outputs or different modes that you're going to have to cycle through and stuff like that. Personally, I always kind of use the highest mode in any of my EDC flashlights. So if I have a flashlight that's putting out 1,000 lumens, that's what I'm using the majority of the time. Once in a while, I might want to scale it down to something a little bit lower, either to preserve battery or because I don't need that much light. And that's pretty much it. The added strobe on here, It's fine, you know, not something that I would use on a regular basis, but the fact that it's in there is great. So those three modes are pretty much what I would say the majority of folks would actually be using on a regular basis. So high, low, and strobe, and the Quamkar flashlight here is actually offering that. So now I see you guys looking up here and seeing that I have another one right up here, and that's because they went ahead and sent me their other version. So you're going to notice that this version is going to look very similar to the first one here. As far as the packaging and the look of the light and everything, you're going to have the same exact accessories that this one offered in this one, but the main difference is going to be the modes of the light itself. Now, at first glance, the light is going to look pretty similar to the other one, and it's kind of hard to tell which one is which because there isn't any markings or anything like that on the light to differentiate one versus the other. The main difference is going to be, and I'm hoping you guys can see this, is the actual glass in the front. On the first one here, on the EDC light, is more of a flat glass, versus on this one here, it has a bit of a dome to it. And as you guys can see, the reflector is not as shiny as it is on this one as it is on this one. So that's the only other thing, is I almost wish that they would be able to put on here like what model light it is, because they do have model numbers, not names, but you know, that way you could differentiate, especially if you end up picking up both of them. So the main difference is going to be the output, and that's going to be if you press the button, you're going to get, as you guys can see, this is going to be more of a floodlight as opposed to the spotlight that you were getting with the first one. If you press the button again, you're going to get a red light. So again, still in that flood, and that's due to how that glass is in the front there, more of that dome, so it's giving you that kind of wider spill. And then if you press it again, you're actually going to get a UV light. So you see right there, and then one more time, and it turns off. So this particular flashlight is going to have a little bit more of a specific usage to it. So if you are the type of person that needs those three different modes, then this is going to be a great option because it is very, very small. You get all those different accessories and stuff like that, but you get a light that's going to fit a particular need. So this one here has the 3 white outputs, and again, I'll show you guys what I was talking about at the beam. So if you see, this has a more hot center right here, versus when I turn this one on is a kind of like a more of a spill. And then you go to the low right there, and then to strobe, versus this one from the white light, you go to red light, and then to UV light, and then to off. So great, great options from Quamkar. Again, it's a company that I had never heard from before, but the lights themselves feel very good quality. This one is going to be USB-C rechargeable as well. So again, if you take off the tail cap, you're going to see the portion right there where you're going to go ahead and attach that. And then you still have that kind of straight edge in the back right here that has a couple different usage, and then the large hole right there to attach either the carabiners, the round carabiners here that come with the light itself, or as I mentioned, if you want to, because it doesn't have a pocket clip, if you want to maybe put a chain or something like that so you can wear it around your neck, like a beaded chain, or a run of 550 cord so you can hang it around your neck, or maybe tie it off on a belt loop or something like that, or on a backpack, you can go ahead and use that larger diameter hole in the back there to be able to attach pretty much anything to it. So again, I'll leave a link to their site below if you guys want to check out either one of these lights or any of the other flashlights that they have available. They actually have some really awesome lights on there. Again, it's a company that I hadn't really heard about, so I'm really glad that they reached out and I was able to kind of check out these options here, just so I can showcase them to you guys, because I think they're going to make very interesting EDC carry flashlights, and it's going to be something good that I can go ahead and throw in a bag or throw in a pocket and always have with me. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.